Alright, hello everyone, welcome to our first stream of 2022. I'm back. We're back with a little bit more Doki Doki Literature Club. Just a few quick things really quick before we get started. Number one, we are still doing donations. You'll notice on our starting screen here and of course on our gameplay screen, the little thing that tells you how much we're taking for donations and everything, it's currently not working. So I thought it would be easy to set up, and then I forgot how to set it up properly. So next stream, fingers crossed, should be working right. So we are still taking donations though, and I will need to update the links. So if you guys are looking to donate, you can still donate through my username through Extra Life, but if you want to wait for the link, I totally understand. So before we get started into this game, for anybody who didn't watch it and maybe is just coming in halfway through, FYI, this is a horror game. It does deal with some rather mature themes. So trigger warning for, yeah, psychological horror. This one can kind of mess with you a little bit. So just throwing that out there for anybody before you guys get started. Because I don't want to trigger anybody. Nobody wants that. So, yeah. Oh yes, thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Yes, language warning for this one. I know I don't personally curse normally on my stream, but I have been reading things out loud, and so yeah, just as a warning, there will be some foul language in this particular one. I have not played ahead. I have not watched anybody else play. Kat, thankfully, has already seen multiple people play through this game and was able to tell me that, hey, that's going to be coming up. So thank you, Kat. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. And then on the last note, this stream is actually dedicated. Unfortunately, a dear friend of mine passed away on the 1st of this year. And so this stream is dedicated to Nathan Nolan. He was my former... not a guild master, but he was a raid leader for me in World of Warcraft. Very, very sad to see that he's gone. Just kind of came out of the blue. I guess he just passed in his sleep. So, hopefully he's good where he is. So, yeah, the stream is dedicated to him. So, let's, you don't know it's just you, but you're getting a lot of stuttering? Oh, here, let me double check. I've got it up on my phone, so I can double check. Testing. Okay, I'm not noticing any stuttering, so it might be you. So yeah, you might want to reset your connection there. But yeah, I'm not noticing anything. It's just you and me here at the minute. So we'll go ahead. We're gonna start, and if anybody else comes in, maybe we'll see Al and a couple of others, and see maybe if they're having that issue too. Hopefully not. Okay, so let's see. It auto-saved for me at 8:44. Okay. So, hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text that you've already read. Okay, that's cool. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Oh yeah. I remember those kinds of festivals. Those are awesome. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Huh? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? Oh, that's kind of weird. That's like... I've never seen that look on Monica's face yet. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Eh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? No, of course not. Of course. No, it's not. Why wouldn't it be? I don't know, maybe because you're spacing out, you're not your peppy normal self? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. Okay, see, right there, like, that's a red flag right there. We know that they worry about each other. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. And a big lie. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Sean, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Sean. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. But remember the poems! It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Sean. Oh god, I hate it when people look at me and say that. I have had that said to me so many times because I didn't get what was going on. Have you thought that maybe you always see her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so you try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Like, yeah, just... God. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey you. Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding the volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Kinda wish I'd known that. I could have read it better. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should just trust her a little more. If she needed you, then if she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Well, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book that she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Yeah, I know, Natsuki does like me, it's really obvious. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay. Oh, we haven't really gotten to talk to Yuri yet, and I kind of want to talk to Yuri. I mean, I kind of do want to talk to Sayori, but I kind of want to save Sayori for last, I think, this time. Okay, so let's go with Yuri.
Well done, Sean. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone's enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think.
I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid that this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Oh, that one he didn't say out loud. God, what a creep! But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself?
Eh?
Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting.
I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Oh, it is? Thank you. I will turn that down. Whoop! I almost muted it. Sorry. Beep. Let's see. Probably stand to be just a little bit quieter. How's that? Sound a little bit better? I have to admit, this game's soundtrack is a little, it's just so catchy. It's so catchy. So I wanted to make sure that you guys weren't going to miss out on the music. But thank you for letting me know that it was too loud. I appreciate that. And since I had to take a minute to do that, I'm going to have a slice of orange. Yes. I have to nom. But people who may be watching this later, you guys don't know. I have restarted my exercise regimens again. I now have space in the house that's perfect for me to be able to exercise in. And so today I started up Ring Fit for the Switch, which I will tell you, if you want an exercise program that will absolutely kick your butt, go get it. My legs are jelly right now. It was bad. It had me do mountain climbers today, and I am a heavy guy. And mountain climbers are really, really tough on me. I managed to do them, but oh my god, my legs hurt. Okay, back to the game. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Eh? Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Oh, she's so cute. Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Huh?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
What? What? No, that's not what I said.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head.
I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri.
What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
Okay. God, her handwriting. I'm trying to read this. Hold on. I've moved my setup a little bit, so it's actually a little harder to see. A marvel, millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky. Wow. An expose of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Hey Al, welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading this. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you... I swear, I am not blind, guys. Send you crashing down in the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils? Yes. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to the road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Yeah, so sorry guys that one was really choppy. Like, I have this on my TV, and I can see it from here, but my God, that handwriting. Wow, okay. That was actually difficult to read. Man, I actually really like this one. Like, this is a really good poem. It is a little dark. It is a little bit dark. Like, when you think about... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Kat. I felt bad there for a minute because it's like, the last couple of them, I was able to read without any trouble. But man, this one, the script is awful. Yeah, I mean, this... in a way, this poem is, like, hopeful to a certain degree. But it's also got, like, it's almost like a, hey, I'm standing on the brink. When you look at that ultimate boundary line, it's like, do I go back and continue and just let the waves whip at me? Or do I go forward and return to the earth? So, I mean, this sounds like somebody who's on the precipice, like somebody who's, you know, kind of at the edge of the cliff line, you know? It's kind of what it sounds like. This is... I know this game is dark. Like, I'm a little more prepared for it this time around. I am aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose better compare the difference in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion.
It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
Alright, well, let's go talk to Natsuki.
This one's alright. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyways? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, It's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Deservedly so.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I know, the protagonist is such a jerk. I hate the protagonist.
I was just joking. Oh, I know.
Okay, so she get physically violent with him even though she knows he was picking on her. God.
Don't worry, I was too.
Really? You were joking with your elbow into my gut. Uh-huh.
How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened.
Oh, okay, cool. This one I can actually read, guys.
I'll be your beach.
Sorry, I need a drink. I know that that's not how it was meant to be taken, but I know. we were just saying that Natsuki likes me, and then just hands over a piece of paper with that title. Oh, sorry. I'll behave. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Ooh. It's steamy? I wouldn't even say that this one's steamy, Cat. Like, this one's... I like this one. This one's very, like, this one's a very hopeful one. You can tell this is just like a, please love me kind of poem. It's totally a please love me poem. And it's very, very sweet. It's very cute. I actually really like this one. This, although I will say, this reminds me of something that I would have written, like, in high school. Very much so. In fact, I did write something similar. Your lips to mine, they're talking about kissing. Come on, it's not that steamy. It's not that steamy, but it's good. But this is something like what I would have written in high school, and I like it.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Yeah, it's not a depressing one, exactly. It's like one of the few ones that we've read that is not depressing.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Gee, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic.
Wait, what?
Ugh, you can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Who should I show my poem to next? Well, we're leaving Sayori for last. We're gonna go to Monica. Miss Personality.
Hi, Sean. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see.
Oh, really?
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. Why do I seem so hesitant for that? Why? Why should he be so hesitant? It's a literature club. Okay.
The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
Okay, as I've been doing with pretty much all of Monica's, because Monica's, as you guys can all tell, are quite different, I'm going to leave my thoughts to myself on that one.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed.
It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
Okay, that one I disagree with. That's not true. You can write about happy stuff. It's true that conflict helps drive a story along. You can still have happy stories. You can have them. In fact, if you want to, well, one that doesn't really have a terrible drama in it. There's a little conflict, I suppose, just here and there. Go watch My Neighbor Totoro. It's a good one. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Finish the stream first, but, you know, then go watch it.
Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your little literature club, your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She's like a radio program.
Okay, I want to save this, because I got this feeling like we're getting toward stuff.
Ah! Wait! No! Where am I? No! No! Where am I?
Okay. I only have one person to show it to. Watch me just skip Sayori. It's just like, hey, you don't need to see my poem.
See, she still looks so nervous and semi-sad. Like, how did you not notice? This is your best one so far.
I need to do a different voice for her.
It's really nice, Sean.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Huh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles in your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Sean. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would want to try writing your own... I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Wait, what? Oh, I guess... I've read it in the wrong voice. It's Sayori and Sean. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try to write so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Okay, I'll give it to him. That's a good line. That's a good line. That's not bad. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Again, also good line. Sayori. No. Sean, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. I do not like the sound of this. Okay. If somebody is doing that to you, that is a huge red flag that there's a problem. Like, if somebody is struggling that much, they need to go talk to somebody. Like, if it's not you, help them find somebody to talk to. Of course, ask them still. Like, don't barge in, but still, like, that is a huge red flag. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Oh, in your books, maybe? Wow, what a jerk. God. I was going to say something else, but I'm trying so hard not to curse. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to? Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. You know, that actually is a really good point that he didn't try to go with her. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes.
Yes, cupcakes!
But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself?
Oh, the words just rearrange themselves.
Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yeah, most of us do. It's what helps us to breathe. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Sean.
The one who is truly useless. Oh, it's in my own... The one who's truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you.
Excuse you! This is not a family-friendly game. I'm putting an orange in my mouth. God, give me a second. Yes, Kat, I would think that, except for remember the title of her poem? Yes, as somebody who does baking dishes, yes, I know. But I tell you what, I would clean those dishes that you make every single day in order to eat some of the baked goods that you make. We're getting cinnamon rolls tonight.
It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Sean may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Sean to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't?
No, baking is totally meticulous. And I love it.
Just what do you think... Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Sean to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Sean, you're okay with this, right?
No! No! Oh, no matter what you do, you're screwed!
In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. This is the most uncomfortable situation ever. But of course, I'm going to go with... I hate this. Hold on. Can I save? Right now? Yes! Yes, I can save! Right now. Oh, thank God. We are saving right now. Okay. This is good. Oh, this is just so... Okay, so they only gave me 1 of 3 options when they were discussing, but Sayori's in there as well. But to my knowledge, Sayori is supposed to be helping Monica. On one hand, I want to just say, hey, Sayori. I want to, because Sayori sounds like she's not feeling good, but it's like, also, she's been kind of avoiding me. So it's like, and Monica is the club president. So she gave me specific options. I think I'm going to... I mean, I could with Natsuki, but Natsuki... Man, I have tried to help my wife while she's baking, and it's, you know... Sometimes it's a 2-person job, and other times it's definitely not. Cupcakes is not a 2-person job. Yeah, the decorations... It's not a 2-person job. Cupcakes? We're making cupcakes this weekend? Who are you making cupcakes with? Okay. I want to say... Okay, we saved it. We saved it, which is good. So, later, who knows? I don't know that I'm going to continue to do this, like... repeatedly. Like, I'm not going to do multiple playthroughs of this. I really kind of want to say Sayori, but that's not the options that they gave me. I know that the protagonist has been very interested in getting to know all of them. I've sat with Natsuki, I've spent a little bit of time with Yuri, but it is true, I've not spent any time with Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But... I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Sean was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Oh no. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. Think of the club! If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Sean to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference? Yeah, that's a good point. Sayori's not feeling... I mean, if it's going to be anyone that I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and... But Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay?
Okay, so no matter what, you have to pick one of those two.
Ugh.
That one's really tough, actually. That's really tough. Okay, on one hand, Yuri loves atmosphere. Natsuki loves baking. Depending on what you're doing for decorations, like, that can take a lot. But then again, I've also, like, decorated for people's birthdays by myself with, like, half an hour to go. And it came out just fine. And this is for, like, a school festival, right? So... And they are going to have to make a lot of cupcakes, which means a lot of pan washing, which can help save time. Okay, sorry, I have to think logically about stuff like this. Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. He'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's... good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Sean? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Oh. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Oh... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So... you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Yeah, that's supposed to be my workout alarm. I have to change that. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait. You're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers down. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I'd act like in front of people. Or in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Aw, she does like him. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I know how that feels. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She's also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet.
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I don't like where this is going, guys. Okay, I got the heebie-jeebies already. Okay, I do not like where this is going. I'm tense as hell. Okay. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Sean. Oh, okay. No. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. So she's alive. Okay. Hi, Sean. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake... Okay, if you have thoughts like this going through your head, you need help. Go get it. There's no problem asking for help. My God. I can see why this game comes with trigger warnings and stuff like this. I've known people who have thought like this before. So, yeah. Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. And it's okay to worry about people. Just, reasonably. Reasonably. I guess reasonably would be the way to put it. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What? Okay, I think that's why the world decided to have you come over here today. It just wants to torture me. Oh my God! Yes, this girl has major depression. Oh my God, Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat?
Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like.
Yeah, major trigger warning here. I kind of wish I'd put a trigger warning on this stream. When I upload this to YouTube later, there will be a trigger warning on this, because holy crap, guys. Whew.
And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond.
How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her?
So yeah, here's the thing. It is so hard to tell in some cases, guys, when somebody else has something wrong. It's really hard to tell. So like, people have probably seen like these, I wouldn't call them memes, but I'd say like motivational type posts and stuff like that say things like, hey, you've never walked in somebody else's shoes, so be kind to everyone. Okay, this right here is why you should be kind to everyone. Regardless. Live with kindness. This is why. Because you never know who is just losing it inside. Or who is struggling and fighting. Like, this is... Yeah, this is sad.
Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend.
That was not the right thing to say. Oh my god. Really? I hate the protagonist. I hate the oh my god. Guys, my wife has managed to grind it out of me to stop saying how much sometimes I hate things. Because hate is a really strong word, right? Hate is something that you really should reserve for something that you truly despise. Hate, once you say that you hate something, it does something, especially if you say that you hate someone or you hate something and it is aware. Okay, you can't really take it back. Once you say you hate someone, you can't take it back. So my wife has managed to help me get to the point, Kat has managed to help get me to the point where I no longer say, or at least I try really hard not to say, that I hate anything. Okay? I hate this protagonist. My God, who is this dumb? When somebody is struggling, do not make it about you. That is exactly what this is right here. This is somebody making it about them because they feel bad. And situations with people with depression and people who are struggling mentally, who have issues, you can't make it about you. It doesn't matter how much it hurts, because it is going to hurt, especially when you see a loved one or somebody who's like, somebody who is hurting and it makes you hurt. There is no good way to feel good at that point. You just have to try your best, but don't make it about you, which is this. Yeah, and Kat, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't help. Ugh, God, my skin is crawling. Okay. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. Yeah, this still doesn't make it very much better. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. Okay, so you find out that she's sick, and then you want to put in the extra effort? God, this guy is such a jerk. Oh. Guys, if you're going to have a relationship, if you want to have a friendship, if you want to, if you want to connect with people, don't give just half. Don't. If you can't give your full self, don't. Give your full self. It makes the relationship that much more rewarding. Yeah, exactly. Too little, too late at this point. This is just... this is sickening. That's why I'm your friend. No, you're not. No, you're not. All you had to do was tell me. God, I want to punch him. I really want to punch him. You don't understand at all, Sean. And yeah, you're right, he doesn't. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste the effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. Probably not the best thing in the world to do. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. No, you already screwed up a while ago, dude. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. Okay. When you're dealing with somebody who's like this, it's not an I need to figure this out. It's a we. We need to figure this out. I'll make these feelings go away. That is also not healthy. God, this is just... Is this literally a book on, like, what not to do? Like, is that what this is? God. I just watched the mic go into the yellow zone because it's just, like... So my mic has there's a thing that shows when I'm talking too loud. This game is frustrating me to the point where it goes up into the yellow zone because I'm literally getting this angry. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. I hate the protagonist so much. I know somebody else who recently got this game too. One of our people who regularly watches the stream, which is why they haven't been watching this stream recently. I need to ask them now if they hate the protagonist as much as I do, because I just want to punch this guy in the face.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. Oh, it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. Al, you've said family a couple of times. I'm not sure exactly what you're getting at with that one. I don't know. I don't know. You don't need to explain it if it's a hint, because I'm doing this blind. But I'm assuming that that's a hint. I'm guessing? I don't know. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Oh, the family friendly. Yeah. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Yes, I do. I really want to call him bad names. I really do. And, okay, I'm going to preface this. This stream, thus far, has always been family friendly. Now, I can already guarantee you there's cursing somewhere in here, because Kat has warned me that there is. And I will be reading it out loud, so there will be some cursing. I apologize if I slip, because at some point I probably will slip, because I probably will reach the point where I'm just that irritated that I call this guy something really nasty. So just, I'm going to preface it right now. I know this is a charity stream, but I also have prefaced this that this is a horror game, and there is some crude language in horror games sometimes. So, just, you are warned right now. The streamer may be taking the gloves off. Okay, I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Oh wow, she does look different. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Yeah, it's a cute outfit. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did.
Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good! Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? Yeah, dynamite comes in small packages. Okay? Just advice out there. Dynamite comes in small packages. You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also be better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you even making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I've got to teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. In fact, actually my wife used to look somewhat similar. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Oh! He's been called out. He's been called out. Get him, girl. Sorry, taking another slice of orange here. Yeah, this Let's Play is getting spicy. Woo! Gross. Hey, what was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get this started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Hey, it's baking with my wife! Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Yes, exactly like baking with my wife. Yeah, but I've had more experience in baking with you, dear. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Sean, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going to be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all.
Yeah, dude, cupcakes.
Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions.
Yes, a lot of it is.
The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. Also true. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you've made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Aww. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still a lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk for me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
My wife has legit done that to me, by the way.
See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
Oh!
I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Yeah, we're getting spicy. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? Dude, you really shouldn't. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Oh, come on!
Is this guy stupid? Is he really this dumb? Like, I would have picked this up in high school. And I know for a fact this game said that everybody in this game is over the age of 18. It said everyone is over the age of 18. There is Well, okay, maybe it is possible that this guy is seriously this dumb. But seriously, really?
Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked in there before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make each look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on, like on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. Huh, I see. It gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it a more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think that you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, But at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Dude, you had her finger in your mouth. What do you think? God. Well, I guess I'll be off then. And thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Ah, hi, Sean. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over to help today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. This is not going to end well. This will not end well. Like, you can tell this isn't going to end well. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Okay, right there, that's a problem. Right there, you hear that phrase from somebody, they need help. Don't care if you gotta take them to a hospital or a police station, they need help. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. Whoa. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you'll like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. Okay, yeah. That's another warning. Yeah, that's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore.
Oh, God, that is not the right thing to say in that second after somebody just said they want to die. I don't want you to hurt anymore is like here, just go for it. Ah.
I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I'll always know... Wait, do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Wait a minute. That he knows what's best for her? What? Is this a line that was earlier in the game that I just, like, overlooked somehow? That is not healthy. That is not healthy. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. I want to punch him. I want to punch him. I want to punch him. Family friendly, family friendly, family friendly, family friendly. And that's what I'm going to give to you. I don't like this. And Kat, I can hear you laughing from upstairs. I don't like this. Okay. Okay, we're going to analyze this. Because it's really obvious the main character was kind of getting close to Natsuki, but doesn't necessarily have romantic feelings for her. He was just goofing off and being an idiot. And it is possible that he actually does love her. Because we have to think about this from a role-play perspective, okay? This is not me. This is not me. Okay? It is really obvious that she needs support. Like, seriously needs support. And if he actually does, you can love somebody... You can love somebody without it being romantic. There is platonic love. I love my friends. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you love someone and you care about someone, say it. Seriously. Like I said at the beginning of the stream is dedicated to somebody that was a really good friend that I never really got to tell them how much I loved and appreciated them before they died. So that is something that honestly, like, if you can say that, if you can tell somebody that you do care about them, that you do love them, and you can express that in a way that is, like, conducive to a situation, do it. She needs that kind of support. You'll always be my dearest friend is, like, you can tell she is conflicted about how does she feel about this character, how does she feel about herself and her self-worth and everything else. Saying you'll always be my dearest friend is probably not what she needs to hear. The character himself is really hard to read. Like, yeah, he wants to get closer to other people in general, but it didn't necessarily go romantically. Like, the more that I've played through the game, the more I realize it's like the character is getting closer to Sayori. So to me, because he said wait to Natsuki. When Natsuki went to go kiss him, he said wait. Which means he's,
interested in getting to know her, but maybe not necessarily romantically. But Sayori, like, the relationship has deepened and evolved. They've been together for a long time. They've been good friends for a long time. I could see love there. Absolutely. To me, something that both rings true and is helpful would be the first option. The second option can also be true. Like, yeah, sure, pursue the relationship with Natsuki, but still, it's like, hey, you are one of my dearest friends. Like, I had a friend from high school that I had a romantic interest in that she never had a romantic interest in me ever, but still having that friendship was still good. The friendship was still there and still helped considerably throughout quite a bit of my life. So that is still good, but in the development of the relationship, I feel the first option is the better option. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought that this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. I wouldn't trust him. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Okay, that is a healthy line. That is a healthy line there. Hey. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel really sad? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Oh, God, that is so unhealthy. Yeah, I do. Oh, that's worse. That's my promise. That is God. God, I say that, but in reality, I've never before felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different.
I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh, this is gonna get dark.
I can already see this is gonna get dark. I have to eat an orange. I have to. This game is stressful. This game is stressful. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I'd considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. You said you would do everything! Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki has already texted up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Sean, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones that she prepared to have all the poems. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Yeah, how do you know? You didn't go over there. That dummy. Oh. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. Guys, I'm gonna curse for the first time. What an asshole! I am so sorry. I can't hold it in anymore. Oh my God, what a prick! I hate this person. I hate him so much. This is like watching bad television. God. Sorry, Al. I had to break the family friendly. I'm sorry. I had to. Yeah. Yes, Baka! Baka! My neighbors are going to be like, what the hell? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, right, you dick. Okay, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Yeah, and now you probably wonder, oh, should I have gone over to check on her? I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Dude, when you got a truth bomb like that drops... Seriously. Anyways, okay. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Yes, maybe. You should take a little responsibility for her. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? Okay, something's up here. Something's up. Wait a minute. Sayori said she didn't want anything to change. Yeah, she said that they're a couple, but she said she didn't really want anything to change. Why would she have told Monica? Sus. sus. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Well, okay, yes, they were working on the same project, but it was all being done online, and I'm assuming it was done during the afternoon before the exchange happened, I would assume. Because Natsuki and me were working on the cupcakes all in the afternoon, right? I mean, you wouldn't wait until the last second to work on those pamphlets, right? So I would assume that they were working on it beforehand, which means Sayori would have had to contact Monica, like, directly after it happened. Yes, I realize I'm making a lot of assumptions on that, but I'm also thinking logically about this. Something's messed up here. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. I don't know what that one means, unfortunately, Al. I haven't. So I'm restarting studying Japanese again. I took a break since like October. I just had way too much stuff going on all at once. So, unfortunately, I didn't get very far. I got to memorize, like, 3 lines of the alphabet, and then kind of, like, tripped. So, starting to get back into it again. Omae is you're in a very rude way. Okay. So, omae baka? Okay. Anyways, I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own pages, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Okay. Okay. That's a problem. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. That's not good. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Sean? What's wrong? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? What do you mean nothing? What do you mean no? That is where you start, like, you dial emergency services and you say, I need you to go check on this person and I'm running there right now. You haven't seen the person. They're not picking up their phone. You find something they wrote like that's when emergency mode kicks in. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. Maybe because that wasn't a poem. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... Oh, this is not going to be good. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, this is not going to be good. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Yes, you should have, you baka. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sherry's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. No, she's not. No, I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, that really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. My heart is racing out of my chest right now. I am not happy with this. This is not going to end the way that it did last time we came into the room. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yep. Knew it. Forge? Okay, so you have to be... I realize you have to watch this, okay? I kind of knew that this was coming. But, okay. File game script, chapter 5, RPY, line 307. Okay, I'm actually going to take a picture of this. Hold on. Not the dead body. I'm not crazy. I'm just taking a picture of that game script right there. Because I want to see something later. Okay. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. I'm surprised! Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. Okay. Here's another really important thing I will tell all of you. Really quick. Because suicide is a really, really tough topic. Okay? Sometimes things happen like this. Okay? Where, yeah, some people do commit suicide. I mean, it happens. We all know it does. And sometimes things just get really... They become too much for somebody. And they don't get help. And there's nothing that you can personally do, because part of dealing with depression and dealing with like suicidal thoughts and things like that is you have to support yourself. Like, it's good to have a support group. That's true. Yes, it's a deadly illness that not everybody survives. And the thing about it is that sometimes this is going to happen. And it does happen in the real world. When it does, it is not your fault. You can try as much as you want. Try as hard as you can. But if that person can't help themselves, if they are in a stage where they just can't do it, and sometimes that happens to people, where people reflect and feel that is the way that it is, that they're just like, no, I'm always going to be miserable, I'm always going to have this problem, which is not true. But sometimes people just they don't get the help that they need, and this happens. Just always remember, it is not your fault. It is not. So, yeah. Mm. Okay, I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. No. See, this is the thought process that people want to go through, and this is unhealthy. And Kat, I know what we should do now. There's a for anybody who doesn't know, there's a YouTube series called Cinema Therapy that Kat got me to watch that I absolutely love. Dude, we should totally have them. Ask them if they want to play this game. Oh man, this game is horrible. Like, that actually gave me, like, just seeing that honestly gave me like an anxiety response. That was not okay. I don't like this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I could never take it back. Never. Okay. Yeah, it is true. It's a game. It is a game, so the chances are they wouldn't do it. This game is screwed up. This game is really screwed up. I am. This game is messed up. Like, I knew going into this that this one was going to be really, really, really screwed up. That this game was going to just be like, oh god, why? And I know that there's more. I know that there's at least one scene that is not okay. Okay, yeah, I see that, but I can't read what that actually says. I don't know what this actually says. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Ha ha ha! Oh, thank you, Kat. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Hold on. Save. We're going to save here. Okay. So, I noticed something really interesting at the end of the game last time, right? Okay, watch this. Yeah. Okay, so here's the game now. We can already see Sayori's all messed up. Okay. So it says return to the desktop, right? Okay, so I thought this was funny because I was like, okay, the game was originally made for PC, but hello. What's this? Al, have you ever played this game, dude? Okay, trace back text right here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So I know how to make this game a little easier on myself. Unfortunately, like graphical images and stuff like that still friggin' mess with me. A little bit. But okay. Yep. So just let's read through this a little bit, guys. So traceback text, commander quantum, server build. Okay, we're gonna skip past that. Okay. Uncaught VM runtime exception occurred. Execution stack trace in the game script, line 67, in script call, chapter 5 main, right? Okay, this is the error that popped up when Sayori hung herself. Remember that there was that line in the code? There was that code right there. So line 295 in script Python. Okay. Jump exception occurred. Exception. Oh, geez. I didn't break anything, did I? Oh, hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think... Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. So here we go. What's the happy thoughts? Oh, that's not nice. There's more? What do you mean there's more? Oh, yeah, notice. Characters. Oh, when it was altered. Saves. Yeah, I noticed it deleted my old save. It deleted all my previous saves. Internal. Huh? This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need access to files from the encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the thin client. Do not copy them here. Rhea is working on setting up a proxy mail server so we can have proper remote communication without having to worry about the higher-ups. Keep everything offline until then. Backup. Meeting notes. Hmm. Okay, good. I was kind of hoping in the artwork that they were not going to have a picture of her hanging herself. Like, I think that would be a little bit too much. Don't you think? FYI, this will be my only playthrough of this game. I am not playing through this game multiple times. I'm playing it on the Switch. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing this game again. Because, holy cow, guys. I have granted kids to hell. What the hell? What? Cat, what game are you having me play? Ugh. Cat, you have seen multiple people play through this game, and you're meaning to tell me you've never seen this? Okay, so anyways, couples going through, yeah, meanwhile I've always been walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Hey, that is not true. Screw you. Anyways. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me for wanting to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Why do you have to? Like, are you forced to? Sean? Oh. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Okay. Sus. Sus. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, blah, 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 blah. Basically completely out of my league. This is all the same crap as before. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? I know, I'm not going to fast forward through it. I'm not going to. We are probably not getting through this game tonight. FYI. We're probably going to have to do it next Monday too now. Which gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. Yeah, and Al, I don't blame you, dude. Like, okay, I understand the premise of the game, like, roughly. And I'm not spoiling it. I understand what is going on here. But you lose sight of what is really going on. A little bit. So this game is... Whew. Whew. Okay. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? And to be honest, by the way, I will tell you, what really got me about the hanging scene was the sound. If there is one thing in this world that truly horrifies me, is when you have really good sound effects. There's just certain tones that chill up my spine, and I hate them. And they used it in that scene. They got me perfectly with that scene. Thank God I had the TV down, or I would have quit the stream already. Okay, in that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Okay. Okay, I understand what the graphical glitches are for. Like, I totally get it. I'm just wondering why it did that? Okay. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? I don't think the character's going insane, no. Al, I don't want to spoil this for you, buddy. I really don't. I want you to be able to experience this the whole way with me. Just know that it's going to be okay. Just know that it's going to be okay, okay? It's fine. I hate this game. Ah! Kat, I'm never letting you select another game for me ever again, by the way. Ever again. I hate and love this game at the same time. Like, I love how they put this thing together. But I hate what it does to me. It makes me feel just the friggin' heebie-jeebies. Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. You know what? You don't get to say how... I know you've watched this by several people. You have never played this game yourself. You got my brother to play this. She always insists that manga is literature too. Manga is literature. And I said that the first time too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Well, the game is technically repeating too, so that's fair. Please? Well, I guess I have no other reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet. You know that? It's nothing, really. Yeah. Yeah, so... Because Sayori died, it makes you restart. But that coding that we were looking at, it said... Hey, this one's problematic. I'm just gonna delete her. You notice, Sayori's no longer here. So there's something up here. I will warn you, by the way, before the end of potentially this episode, or maybe the next one, I can guarantee you there will be at least one more suicide. I'm just throwing it out there. I already know about it, guys. I already know about it. I know it's coming. Because unfortunately, out on the internet, years ago, I saw something that, you know, kind of made me think, maybe I don't want to play this game. So I already know about it. I'm warning you guys ahead of time. No, Kat, I know. Don't spoil things, I know. Come on, this game has trigger warnings on it. I'm just going to tell you right ahead. But I'm not going to tell you who, and I'm not going to tell you how. But come on, you've already seen one person kill themselves. Is it really that much of a stretch of the imagination? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. What? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back, and I brought a guest with me.
Eh?
A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy?
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki.
But anyway, welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Something looks off. Do Yuri and Natsuki look slightly different? Okay. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Okay, you're asking what's going on, Al. So, legitimately, the game made us restart, but in the coding of the game, in the file of the game, in the desktop that I showed you guys earlier, it showed that somebody deleted the problem character. It got rid of Sayori. So the game has restarted without Sayori. So we're basically going through the same game again. Kind of. What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yes, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Sean in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? Yeah, it kind of feels like it, doesn't it, Al? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down? Huh. Yeah, actually, you're right. There is something different. No cupcakes. There's no cupcakes. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm sure there aren't more... I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I can at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Sean, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, so are we. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Salvato? I don't... Salvato. Who's Salvato? I don't know who Salvato is. Anyways, at this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aha! I'd expect that from you, Yuri. The creator and writer for this... Oh, the fact that it's a horror game? I see what you're saying. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Yeah, throw me for a loop around Sayori's neck is what it did, and I didn't appreciate it very much. Ugh. Okay, I'll give you guys a little perspective on that. The minute I said that, I just heard laughing from upstairs. No, it wasn't. That was a really tight loop. Oh, God, this is the only way I can get through this friggin' game now, is with humor. And I don't want to make fun of suicide. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's the only way I can get through this stupid game. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poem... Oh, Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well? The thing is, I never said I was joining, and I kind of wish I couldn't. Hold on, there's still one problem. It seems like people are dying in this club. I don't want to join. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Yeah, with those faces looking at you. Again, I'm repeating myself. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. Run. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Yes, that is very, very, very true, Al. It is very true. From work burnout to social issues, yeah, there's a lot of reasons that it's a major problem. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that? Yeah. It could be fun, right? Okay, you know what? So one person's died already, right? So, okay. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe somebody else doesn't die. Oh, you know what it probably was? I'm willing to bet you. Because you probably could have leaned towards Sayori, or Yuri, or Natsuki. I'm willing to bet you that the scene I saw is if I'd picked one of the other girls. Like, remember we had that option to pick between Sayori and Yuri? I wonder if I had options to be able to select any one of them. So maybe Sayori didn't have to die. Maybe it had to be one of the others. Okay. Because I can't... you can't kill one of them now. Because there's only 4. And if you need 4 in order for there to be a club... Well, then none of these 3 could possibly die. It doesn't work like that. Okay. You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Sean, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Family friendly, family friendly, family friendly, family friendly. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Sean, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills?
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Oh, I'm right there with you, buddy. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Oh, God. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. What? Okay, now I'm... Okay, do I want to? Scary, scary horror game. Scary, scary horror game. Yes, fine. Can you hear me? That was it? Can you hear me? Okay. Did I hear what? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the footage, because no, whatever it was, I didn't hear it. I have the... Oh, is that what that was? I thought that was a sound from outside. Oh god, this game is creepy. What the hell am I playing? Why? God. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys all right now. Right now. I will tell you all right now. This is probably one of the only horror games I'm ever playing on this stream. Ever. I played Arkham Horror. Arkham Horror wasn't bad. This is way worse than Arkham Horror. I have never played a game that is this friggin' creepy. And I've played American McGee's Alice. No, this is not okay. Okay. Amazing. Judgment. Sunset. Candy. Philosophy. Oh, I did not mean to pick suicide, but okay. Insight. Peaceful. Chocolate. I'm legit picking at random, by the way. Ooh, Doki Doki. I like Doki Doki. Smile. Sing. Friends. Flower. Kawaii. Hopeless. Vivacious. Oh. Vibrant. Journey. The giggle, I thought it was somebody in your room. Well, it wasn't me. No, no. I'm the only person in this room. No. God, this game is just friggin' creepy. Ah. Okay, I have to share this, by the way. I have to share what I just read. So I send out a tweet every day that I stream in order to say, hey, by the way, that I'm streaming. I actually got a retweet from Extra Life, the charity that we stream for. And they say, and I put out the tweet saying, we're panicking in a literature club on stream today. Feel free to come in, hang out, and have fun. Their response to me was, remember, what does it say in large friendly letters on the cover of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Oh, if anybody from Extra Life ends up watching this later, thank you, that made my freaking day. Hi again. glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Do you? Sayori would say otherwise. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. No! I hope they're not hanging out. Wait what? Wait, why am we waiting? Why are we waiting? Hold on. Why are we holding on? What? Look at the background. Look at the room. Kat, you told me that there were no jump scares in this game, so I swear to God, if something jumps out, I will turn this game off, and this Let's Play will end. It's not a jump scare. Okay, what am I looking at? What am I... She is actually coming downstairs. What am I looking at?
Okay, so... Oh, you might not be able to because you're at the perfect visual to not be able to see it. So, look at this line. It's showing you the room at a Dutch angle, which is a cinematic visual trope. Dutch angle. Hi-yo! For anybody with cinematic infographic.
That's what you wanted me to see?
Yeah, that's a Dutch angle. Pay attention to that. You know what a Dutch angle represents in cinema.
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking you to explain. You need to come over to this side because the mic can't pick you up.
Okay.
So, okay, Kat is here and she
Hi,
wants to
everybody.
explain something.
Hi. So, what some of you may or may not have noticed, but the room is being shown at an angle. So think about it through a camera lens, like a cinematic camera lens, right? So if you tilt the cinematic camera lens at a slight angle, there's a specific angle that's called a Dutch angle that's used, that directors use in cinema and in films to show when something is wrong with the world. It's literally to throw you off kilter. So that's what's being used here. So this is basically this is the director telling you something is wrong. The world is tilted. The world is off. So for example, they used it in Mission Impossible, right? When, spoiler warning.
Thanks, Al. I love it.
But like, for example, like if there's a really big reveal in a movie and it turns the protagonist's world upside down, right? They'll use a Dutch angle to tell you that things are off kilter. They want you to like be like, oh no, something's wrong here. So if you look at the background, it's all at a Dutch angle. The room is tilted off. It's not squared up to where it should be if you were looking at it straight on, which is how the room has been thus far. But now it's at a Dutch angle because it's the director telling you something's wrong in the world.
I can see something's wrong. I can see a lot of things are wrong in this game.
Yeah, so I will let you know, pay a lot of attention to the background throughout the rest of this game from this point forward. Because it has other important
I hate
visual
this game.
clues like that.
I want you to know I hate this game so much.
It's like my favorite horror
I
game
hate
ever.
and love this game.
I know, right?
You
Isn't it
hate
wonderful?
horror, though.
I know, this is the only horror game that I'm actually okay with.
I run one D&D horror session that
I know,
creeps,
and it gave me nightmares.
that gave
like,
you nightmares,
bad
and you
nightmares.
made me play this.
I know, I don't, like, it's the psychological aspect that I'm just like, Yeah, I love how other people react to it as well.
I wish I had a
great.
webcam right now so you guys could see how excited she is. This is like the most excited she's been in weeks, and we just got done with Christmas. So, yeah. Okay, fine. I'll keep going.
Okay.
I'm only going to keep going for a little bit longer, though, FYI. Okay, so yeah, actually, just as a reminder, guys, I am ending the stream at about 3 hours. I might go just slightly longer, but we're at like 2 hours, 57 seconds, so, yeah. Okay. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sean. Yes, I saw it. Well, it's on... okay, I have it on 2 screens. I have it on that screen and this screen. Because this is how I can read it. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Whoa! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I know, Al. Are you noticing the same thing that I am, buddy? Yeah, I'm noticing it too. Crap. I hate this game so much. I want all of you to know, by the way, anybody who watches this afterwards, anybody who's currently watching right now, if I have nightmares from this, just know that I had those nightmares for you guys so that you guys could just enjoy this game. And yes, I can tell the sound is slightly off and it's creepy. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well... I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. But now, wow, the classroom just changed again. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Yeah, I'm not actually going to read it. I mean, I was going to say earlier that I could, but, I mean... I think I'm less shocked by the language and more shocked by the glitch. And I realize that it's... Okay, come on, guys. Let's all be realistic here. These are not glitches. This is part of the game. Like, you guys have seen that there is a desktop that is a part of this game. Yes, I know you've heard me say it, dude. I said it a lot in college. For various reasons. Usually, what the F is wrong with whoever. I know. But I'm trying to do it less. Anyways, but no, it's just interesting to me that it, like, continues off the dialogue box. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a... I only hit the button once. It just, like, skipped. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I don't know, is it safer in there? She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up the series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get in a like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Oh! Wait a minute. Okay, so going through this, does this give us, like... Yes! Okay, I thought it was so weird earlier in this game. Earlier tonight, we saw a line where she's like, she had to go home, she had to make sure that she ate everything. And I didn't understand that line. I was just like, okay, but... It couldn't have been a hunger issue, but now I get it. Yeah. Okay. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Dude, that is a social problem everywhere. I will tell you that. That is a social problem everywhere. I'm not going to get into it, but it is. But I won't say that it isn't in Japan. It's just, you can find that all over the friggin' world. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Okay, I'm trying to just hit this button like once in case something comes up. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Okay, hold on. This is totally different from the beginning. This is, like, way different. Because she never fell asleep the first time. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Damn it. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Okay, guys. We do not have enough time tonight to get through what I feel is about to happen really shortly here. We're nearing the end of the game. This game is only 5 to 6 hours long, and we've had like a little bit of like dissertations and discussions and stuff like that. Which means next Monday's stream might be a little bit shorter, which is probably going to be good because I'm going to need some happy time afterwards. Like, I'm going to need to go play a happy game, which I am, in fact, going to go do now because, woof, this game gives me the heebie-jeebies. I have saved it. You all saw me save it.
before her face did the glitch, right? Yeah, and Kat's got a good point. There's actually some additional content to this game. So here, let's get out of this really quick. All right, let's save again. Okay, so she fell asleep and then had her glitch, right? Okay. History. Okay, I'm trying to read the text for it. I can't make heads or tails of it. Yeah, it's just error text. Okay, so... No, it's not lead speak, dude. It's not. Curious, what is the settings? Did you notice that the lines and the text options and the music options and all that, did you notice that they're a little off? God, this game is creepy. Okay, so we're gonna exit Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay. First... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, guys. There's a new text. Look. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside of us all. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find. Into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Oh, God, this game, guys. Oh, this is just... This game is just... hell on a hard drive. Alright, what pictures do we have this time? Hold on. I gotta turn up my TV. No, I don't hear anything. Okay. I haven't tried looking at the, character files, no. That's a good question. Let's go look. Unknown character types. File types. Sayori is still mentioned here, though. There's Natsuki's words. There's Yuri's words. I mean, technically it is. It's not hard to figure out, though, like, between the two girls that are left, like, which one likes what stuff. I mean, one of them likes really kawaii stuff, the other one's really dark and suicidal. So, I mean, it's like, kind of obvious which one's which. Okay, let's look at something really quick. Okay, we may not see all these side stories, just FYI. Like, I realize that one of the reasons for getting Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is so that I could get all the extra content. But holy crap, guys, this game is just like... Okay. I was just reading through this because it says, you know, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes. So I know I've done one for Sayori. I did a couple that were, like, seemed like they were for Natsuki. Looks like I have to do more for Yuri, I guess? I don't know. But anyhow, thank you guys for hanging out for tonight. I really appreciate having both of you here and anybody else who's watching afterwards. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, this game is... this game's unique, to say the least. So, I'm going to log out of this, because holy crap. I need to go play a happy game now for a little while. Another picture? It says there's a new picture. I need to go play something nice and fun and happy for a while before bed, because, yeah, this is not a fun, happy game. Yeah, this game is, a little bit much. So, thank you again, everybody, for showing up. What a great time to join. I know. I'm so sorry. You're getting me, like, right at the end of the stream, buddy. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, I've gone through 3 hours of this game. But cool news. I am uploading this to my YouTube channel. It is also available to watch here on my Twitch channel. I am going to be back again next Monday, same time, so 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be back, and we're going to finish Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Man, this game is messed up. So, yeah, I will see everybody then. Thank you, everybody who came in to watch. Thank you for everybody watching in the future. Anybody goes to the archives, check it out, or to my YouTube. I really appreciate people showing up and watching these. Again, we are still gathering funds for Children's Miracle Network hospitals through Extra Life. We're raising money for Dornbecker's Children's Hospital. So, for anybody who wants to donate, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We have a new goal this year of $200. To raise money for charity. If we go over that, hey, awesome. I'll set more milestones for that. New milestones will come out later. I'm still kind of working through those. I can guarantee you there won't be another horror game on it. Because I won't be forced to play another horror game again. This game messes with your head. And then, yeah, of course, just ending this off, I know that ends it off on a somber note, but I do feel that it's a good time to say it. Just kind of dedicating this stream to my buddy Nathan Nolan, who passed away on January 1st. Hope you're good wherever you're at, buddy. Love you, and yeah, that's all I've got for the night, guys. So I'm gonna go play another happy game. Thank you all for showing up for the stream. Love you all. Take care and have a great night. Ciao.